Hello YouTube, Jeff Steele here with SteelNavigator. Today I wanted to film a video in regards to growing a better beard, a thicker, darker, prettier beard. So first off, let me say this. We all have a certain set of genetics, okay? And that plays a large role in what our beards look like, how they grow in, what color they are, how thick they are. So bear that in mind. If your father has a very dark, coarse, thick beard and your mother is very fit, testosterone laden, and has dark, thick hair, all of that will contribute to a great beard. So really look at your genetic upline, your father, your mother's side of the family. So genetics is a big thing. However, this video is designed to participate in things that will allow one to maximize genetic capability for beard growth. That is what this video is designed for. So, number one is what we want to do is maximize testosterone. That is what we want to do. And the first triad of that would be exercise. We want to exercise regularly. I exercise 6 days a week. I'd say try to aim for at least 5. That way if you happen to miss a day, you can at least get 3 or 4 at a minimum. So in regards to that exercise, pick up heavy things and put it down, okay? In that exercise regimen, there needs to be at least 4 core movements. 1, heavy deadlifts. Let me say that again, heavy deadlifts. Bring hate out of you when you're doing these deadlifts, okay? That is going to spike testosterone. Same thing with squats, okay? Bench press, and also shoulder press. If you can do 1, do deadlifts. If you can do 2, do deadlifts and squats. If you can do 3, do bench press, and 4, shoulder press is a part. If you want to do some extra exercises, that's great. But know that those are the absolute staples. Make sure your form is perfect, warm up appropriately, and work your way up to that real heavy weight, and just so that to avoid injury. But it's so critical to do those staple lifts to the best of your ability. It's just as much weight as you can move for at least 3 to 5 reps on your last set. Those exercises will really bring out some great testosterone naturally. So that's number 1. And cardio also needs to be in the mix, but not too much cardio. So for example, what I do is 5-6 days on the stair mill. I do 15 minutes total. I do 3 minutes on level 15, and then the remaining 12 minutes I put on level 20. And that's all I do. That's it. Cut it right there. I do it in the beginning to warm up for everything, make sure all my muscles, joints, and tendons and ligaments are warmed up, so when I'm getting out to the heavy stuff. Some people might prefer to do maybe the 3 minutes in the beginning just to warm up, and then do the other 12 after the workout. That would work too. It's just find out what works best, but mainly with this is producing great cardiovascular and circulation health, which it's about blood flow here. You want great blood flow in your body. That's going to drive those nutrients to your face, your beard follicles. Very important, okay? There are things to avoid. If you're going to do caffeine, I'd try to stick with green tea or all natural coffee, because caffeine can cause some restriction. I mean, you want caffeine, but just don't overdo it with the caffeine, and try to stick with clean caffeine, such as green tea. That's what I use. Things to avoid: smoking, alcohol, probably the 2 biggest. Smoking, it restricts blood flow to the face. Nicotine does. Not good for beard growth. We all love to have a cigar from time to time. I mean, if it's on occasion, I don't think it's going to be too big a deal. I would just avoid it on a regular. So, diet. We are what we eat. There's a direct correlation between what is on our conveyor belt at the grocery store and what we look like. Very important to put the best food that you possibly can afford in your body. If you're driving a Ferrari or a Lamborghini sports car, you want to put the best, highest octane fuel you can get your hands on. Same thing with your body, which is your mind and your body, okay? In regards to the diet, what I do, staples, at least 5 meals a day, at least range from 20 to 50 grams of protein per meal. And I'd say, I mean, you can adjust your carbs accordingly, but I would try to get the carbs in earlier in the day, first 2 or 3 meals, and if you want to taper those off based on your diet plan. But make sure they're good, clean carbs, such as rice, sweet potatoes, and there's some good fruits in there, such as green apples. Huge with the protein and all the food. Stay organic, as clean as you can. Try to go gluten-free. For example, my protein, I try to stick with organic, grass-fed beef. I get eggs in the morning. I highly recommend eggs. Cage-free, pasture-raised, organic. I eat 6 eggs every morning. Leave the yolks runny, a lot of nutrients there. Loaded with good cholesterol, choline, all that is great for testosterone production. Okay, and make sure you're getting great fats in your diet. Very important for beard growth and every other part of the human function. So I do a tablespoon of organic coconut oil in the morning, good fats from the eggs, good fats from the beef that I get throughout the day. Also in the morning, I do 2 fish oils, and it's from wild-caught salmon from Alaska, the best I can put my hands on at the grocery store. So I do 2 of those. I'll do at least 10 to 15 Brazil nuts midday. Sometimes I'll do a tablespoon of peanut butter in the evening or a few walnuts. Very good. If you can get your hands on some really good organic or wild-caught salmon, very good as well. Very expensive though, so think about that. Avoid the processed foods, which is the center of the grocery store. Avoid that. In regards to keeping your beard dark as possible, we all have certain hair color. Brown, black, red, blonde, it all varies. However, with age and in regards to exposure to elements, I mean toxic chemicals, I mean cigarettes, alcohol, anything with free radicals and causes inflammation. All of that is going to cause your hair to lighten and will bring on silver, gray, white hair, okay? We all will develop these things, but we can push them back as far as we can by eating as clean as we can. Smoking is a big issue with gray hair or white hair and going gray or white early. So remember that. So just know that the cleaner you eat, the healthier your lifestyle, the darker your hair will remain. So remember that. And smog in urban environments, pollution. I know we all have to be in the middle of commerce for convenience and work and such, but the more rural air, the more natural air you can breathe, the further away from the big cities you can get, the healthier every area of your mind and body will be, including your beard. Okay? So try to have an active sex life. Very important for the endocrine system. Very important. Okay? Keeps everything flowing and functioning correctly. Avoid sitting for prolonged periods. Keep moving. Okay? Another new thing that I've discovered, okay, is we can take the vitamin D3 pills if we're not getting enough sun exposure, which most people in the northern hemisphere do not get enough sun exposure, especially today with our inside jobs. So take your vitamin D3. I take 10,000 IUs a day, okay? But try to get out in natural sunlight with your bare skin, unprotected, every single day. In a perfect world, you want to get out in a short pair of shorts with nothing else on your body in direct sunlight, and you want to stay out in front of that bright sunlight right before the point where you burn. You don't want to burn, but you want to get right on that line right before you do. That is the correct amount of sun exposure that we all humans need to get every single day, okay? It's so hard to do, but if you can do it, I promise you, your head hair, your beard hair, your fingernails, your toenails, you're gonna see crazy growth. I monitor, I get myself a manicure every week, and I can see a direct correlation in how much time I was out in the sun and how much my fingernails grew. Same thing with my beard, same thing with my head hair, eyebrows, everything. Direct, unprotected sun exposure is so very critical, but don't overdo it, okay? Okay, and just stay moving, eat clean, avoid smoking, drinking, do your heavy lifts in the gym, get out in the sun, stay active, breathe clean air whenever you can. If you're living in the city, change your air filter in your apartment or your house anywhere from 1 to 2 months max. Buy the best one the hardware store has got, and just be as healthy as you can. So tap the like button if you don't mind. Tap the bell icon to subscribe. Start a conversation on this. Oh, one more is biotin. I take a biotin pill every day. I think I take about 10, I think it's 10 grams or 10 milligrams. It's the biggest one I can get from the Sprouts grocery store. So that will also stimulate growth of beard, hair, fingernails, toenails. So start a conversation on this. Do you have any other tips or tricks to thicken or darken your beard? Oh, you might notice I don't have a beard right now. Ever so often, I think it's important to shave your face, shave it clean for a couple of weeks, get rid of all those dead skin cells. I think that's a good thing. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.